this is remarkable what's going on. And then the people saying, again, this is not financial advice, this is nothing, this is just freedom advice, this is just common sense, taking people at their own word. This is actual meetings saying, hey, we can't scare anybody, we don't want to run on the bank, so only certain people need to know, guys, this isn't your money. Once you give it to a bank, it's not your money anymore. They're talking bail-ins. What happened in Cyprus 10 years ago, this is going to happen again. They're already planning it. This is what we've been talking about for years, last 10 years. This is what I've been preparing for the last 12 years. I've been preparing for these moments, trying to get as many people in my family, my friends, all the people around me prepared to what is going on. This is why buying assets are so important, having diversification, not just in one asset class. Most people say, oh, I'm diversified, Brandon. I have a bunch of different stocks and bonds and ETFs. Well, how has that worked out the last year? Absolutely destroyed, the worst year ever for the 60-40 portfolio, because that time has passed. And not only was that just a terrible strategy for the last 40 years anyway, quite honestly. And again, people are saying, well, it went up this and that. How can you say that, Brandon? Because if you wanted true wealth and diversification and true freedom, you don't put all of your wealth inside one asset class. You have to diversify in times of craziness to balance and buoy your portfolio, because none of us know what's going to happen. And yes, there's the Andrew Carnegie quotes, and Warren Buffett, put all your eggs in one basket and monitor it closely. Yes, there's something to that. However, to be the average person, they're not going to monitor it, right? The average person doesn't have time nor the ability to just sit there and monitor one thing. So at the end of the day, they have to be diversified. So diversification, though, is the term that people use in the Wall Street uses to tell you, well, you got to be diversified, but just in stocks and bonds, just in the paper asset portfolio, maybe some type of ETFs or 401ks, pensions, whatever. That's not, CDs, money market funds. That's all the same class. You need to be in real estate. You need to be in commodities. You need to be in business. You need to be in paper. And you need to be in Bitcoin now. That is the fifth asset class. You need to have a well-rounded portfolio. You need to have some cash on the side, which technically is paper as well. But you need to have some short-term cash over the next 12 months or so, because it's going to get real dicey out there. And we need some dry powder to go scoop up great deals and just live day to day, quite honestly. So the FDIC is saying, you are going to get bailed in. We can't scare people. And this is absolute clown world we're living in. But this is so predictable. And this is why I have been, started my blog 12 years ago and started doing these things and got out of professional hockey, quite honestly, because I could see the writing on the wall. I knew my time needed to be spent educating myself and developing skills and talking to friends and family and people everywhere and doing Facebook Lives and doing YouTube videos for years and years and years, because I knew I needed to get the message out. I knew it was something inside of me, using my intuition and seeing the writing on the wall, seeing history and how it's played out over and over again, learning financial history over the last 12 years and seeing how this always plays out. And now we actually have something, we finally have something that can rid us of all this and remove ourselves completely from the system.